Good evening, ladies and gents, boys and girls. I am here today live on YouTube. We're going live here in just about briefly in a couple minutes from now for Starlink 6.13. So again, we are going live in about a couple minutes from now, and again, we are broadcasting live, and it will be broadcasted, and we will be going live on Facebook momentarily as well, so be able to catch it live. So again, welcome aboard for Starlink 6.13, hosted by the tonight. Again, it's going to be from the SpaceX Starlink 6.13 launch tonight. Again, so again, we are live. Going to be live here momentarily with Facebook as well. We're going to be live on both channels here tonight. So we're going to welcome aboard Facebook as well in a matter of minutes. And welcome aboard for Facebook and YouTube tonight. Again, welcome aboard for Facebook and YouTube. We are live for Starlink 6.13 tonight. We are waiting on the live broadcast in 60 seconds. Again, it's the Falcon 9 tonight, Starlink 6.13, going to again into space tonight. Again, we are watching Starlink 6.13 tonight live. We're broadcasting live from Facebook and YouTube, so again, join my stream. Again, we're broadcasting on Facebook and on YouTube tonight, enjoying tonight's Starlink together. Again, space is closer together. Space is very important for NASA and for other agencies around the world. Again, we are going Starlink tonight. Again, we just had a Space Crew 7 going up to the ISS not too long ago, and we are going to be going. We are live broadcasting Starlink 6.13 tonight on YouTube and Facebook. Again, we are live on both social medias tonight, so people can watch live coverage tonight of the live coverage tonight streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So again, welcome aboard. Again, we're waiting to go live from the launch pad in just about a matter of a few seconds. We're just waiting for them to go live. Again, it's Starlink 6.13 tonight, and welcome aboard. And again, we'll let you guys enjoy the Falcon 9 Starlink in a few minutes once it goes live from the launch pad. The launch pad is always on live on YouTube as well. You can watch them anytime you want. It does go live when they go live. Just make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on their channel, and you'll be able to watch it live. But again, you can also get live coverage by me here on my channel. You can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss out this live coverage. Again, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It is free to do. It is important to do for my channel because, again, you never want to miss any Starlinks or any space launches or any road trips that I take or anything like that. Again, we'll be going live on the road. Again, pretty soon. Again, we'll be going live once we go live on the road again very soon. I'm going to be taking you guys on a road trip to around Cambridge very soon when I'm actually doing my job for Uber Eats. You guys will be able to join live coverage on the road. So again, we're going to start doing that again. We're going to also have a pet day very soon again on Facebook and on YouTube. We'll be doing our pet day coming up very soon. Pet Day will be coming up in a matter of days, and again, we'll be doing a hangout day again, as usual, and we are live. So, welcome aboard, guys, and again, enjoy tonight's launchpad, and communications will begin very shortly, matter of minutes. So again, welcome to the launchpad for tonight's Starlink 6.13 mission. Again, we'll let everybody enjoy the show, and again, we'll be, if any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave it in the chat. We're still waiting for communications, guys, to go live at the launchpad. We're still waiting for communications from NASA and from the launchpad. We're just still waiting on board. So again, just welcome aboard. We're just waiting on communications. We'll be beginning very shortly here on the launchpad. Once the launchpad has concluded its stream, we will include our stream here tonight. Again, once the launchpad has included their stream tonight, once they close their stream down, I will be closing mine down. Again, right now at this point, we are live and waiting for communications from the launchpad for Starlink 6.13. Welcome aboard to Facebook and YouTube tonight. Again, we're both live on Facebook and on YouTube. We're broadcasting live for the launchpad tonight for Starlink 6.13. So we're just waiting on communications. Once the Starlink goes up and they conclude their show, we will close our show down, and again we will be live broadcasting here on the launchpads anytime that they go live. So I would say don't miss out. We'll be live again. Probably I'm going to try to go live on the road. Hopefully either the next couple of days we'll try doing a road trip, a short road trip. And here we go for the launchpad. Good evening.
Welcome here to the launchpad and our live launch coverage of SpaceX.
Volume 15.
Launching from SIP-40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. We are now just under T-minus 6 minutes, 35 seconds and counting until launch. If it's your first time here, take a moment. Let us know in the chat where you're watching from, and we'll give some shout outs here. If you haven't yet, take a moment and engage that subscribe button so you never miss another live launch coverage, space news update, or exclusive one-on-one interview right here on the Launchpad Network. You're watching live on our main Launchpad channel. And if you haven't yet, take a moment, go subscribe to our new channel, the Launchpad News. That's where all of our space news updates, exclusive interviews, and more will be coming out. So you have two great sources, one for all your live coverage and one for all of your news coverage. Glad to see so many joining in the chat here. We've got Corporal in Cincinnati, Peter's in the UK, we've got Christian in the Dutch Caribbean, we've got Emerald is in India, Justin's in Mississippi. Great to see you all here. Great to see so many regular members in the chat. Jessica, Michael, thank you so much for all being here. Depending where you're joining us from now, under 6 minutes and counting until launch of, you guessed it, a bunch more Starlinks. Obviously, for those monitoring the situation, today's timeline in T0 has switched a number of times throughout the day, and this evening as we are only 20% go for launch tonight, 80% chance of violation due to weather, and that's because there's a hurricane currently hitting Florida. But SpaceX, they want to hit that 60th launch of the year, so they're trying to launch a Falcon 9 rocket on the edge of a hurricane. But that is okay. Today's booster is Booster 1077, going for its 7th flight after previously supporting Crew 5, GPS 3, Inmarsat 6, Starlink 5-10, Dragon CRS 28, and their last launch before today was Galaxy 37, having launched on August 2nd of this year. So we are only 28 days since this booster last flew. Amazing to see some of these boosters starting to fly twice in a month. And for those that are counting and heard it there, I said 60th launch, which means they're well on track to tie that launch number for last year and are continuing working their way towards that triple-digit number. It's going to be tight for them to make it. Well, let's look at a live view of Slip 40. T-minus 4 minutes, 45 seconds, and counting until launch. Propellant load is well underway. We're going to work on syncing our time clocks here, so bear with me. If you haven't yet, take a moment, engage that like button, share out the stream, invite people to join us here. If you guys have questions, you can send those in the chat by tagging us at the launch pad. We'll work on answering those live, but you're looking at a live view of Slip 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. Yes, that is a crane you are seeing in the shot right now. That is because SpaceX is working on building their crew access arm at Slip 40. For the first time, Slip 40 going to be a crew pad, certified pad. 39A will still remain the primary, but as Falcon Heavy begins to be having busier launch cadence, and SpaceX looks forward to a future of launching 39A, we need to have a secondary pad. That is a requirement by NASA, because if something were to happen on 39A, there's the risk of a restriction of being able to launch American astronauts on an American rocket to the International Space Station. And that's just something we're not wanting to do again. As we come down now under 4 minutes and counting until launch, you can keep sending in your questions in the chat by tagging us at the launch pad, and we'll work on answering those live. Also, don't forget to engage that like button. It is launch day, so of course head on over to the shop, use promo code LAUNCHDAY, get 10% off of everything over on the store as we continue. We do have strong back retract, a really great sign things are progressing towards today's launch attempt. Now, we're going to be listening in to the nets for the final minutes of the count. Closer to tonight's liftoff attempt, we want to hear that the weather is go, and we hear that launch director final go at T. As we are now T-minus 3 minutes and counting nets for the final count. Now let's see that go, no go in the chat, as always. Stay with us right here on the launch pad.
And we're just under 2 minutes, guys. Under 2 minutes for launch.
Stage 2 launch load complete.
T-minus 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Gas closes.
T-minus 1 minute and 20 seconds. T-minus 1 minute.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
And you hear that? Falcon 9 is in startup. T minus 20 seconds. T minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
Minutes 25 seconds into flight.
Sorry guys, I have so many issues with the broadcast.
First and second stage separation, and that 30 seconds later we'll be expecting fairing deployment as well. Now 60 seconds into flight, following southern trajectory. There's max Q, the aerodynamic pressure. This is when the largest amount of stress is put onto the vehicle. Falcon 9 will throttle back up now to full power, now traveling 2,200 kilometers an hour, already approaching 18 kilometers in altitude. 22 Starlink 2 minis are on board, continuing to expand the Starlink constellation. That MVAC chill has begun on the second stage, preparing for MECO and stage separation, now just 50 seconds away. Now just 20 seconds till that sequence of events. Main engine cutoff for MECO, first and second stage separation, and MVAC ignition. Continue listening to mission control next.
Main engine cut off.
And there you have it. Engine cutoff.
Confirmed. MVAC ignition.
Saw and heard the callouts of MECO, main engine cutoff, first and second stage separation, and MVAC ignition. The second stage continuing to carry 22 Starlink satellites to orbit. We're about 5 seconds away from fairing separation.
Separation confirmed.
There you have it. Farron has success.
Those fairings coming back, attempting to be recovered as well. Falcon 9 booster 1077 now making its descent back down to Earth. Coming up next will be its entry burn, where it fires up those a couple of the Merlin engines for its atmospheric re-entry. Tonight's landing site is a short followed gravitas location down to the southeast. And you heard there a good confirmation of nominal trajectory. At first stage now beginning its descent back down to Earth. On the right side of your screen you can see live tracking telemetry of both the first and the second stages as they continue. That next major milestone will be entry burn. That is set to come up at T plus 6 minutes, 8 seconds into flight, or 2 minutes from now. That burn is going to last about just over 20 seconds. About 4 minutes away from landing of that Falcon 9. Plus 4 minutes, 20 seconds into flight. As always, if you guys have questions, you can send those in the chat by tagging us at the launch pad. We'll work on answering those live throughout today's stream. If you haven't yet, take a moment to engage the like button and subscribe so you never miss another live launch pad. We heard there that they have handed over to the ground station in Bermuda for the telemetry.
I'm still up, Paul.
First stage has now reached its
Thank you, Paul. I'm up still, Paul.
Second stage continuing to burn nominally. will continue to burn until 8 minutes 39 seconds into flight.
What a character.
View from the top of the inner stage of the first stage.
It's going up.
As it prepares for its
Yeah.
entry burn. About 40 seconds from now.
So Falcon 9 has been up in space for 5 minutes now and 35 seconds.
The TLPN_official, or join us on our TLP Discord. That is where it's free to join and hang out with our space community in between launches. For those TLP members that notice there's some changes done as we first surpassed 200,000 subscribers. First, thank you so much. And we have launched our second channel, the Launchpad News. Due to that, we did update and upgrade our TLP membership options, so you can be a member now on the Launchpad channel here for launch coverage, as well as the Launchpad News channel with some new news benefits. And if you want to support us as a whole company, the TLP network, you can do so over on Patreon. Different benefits for all of those. On Patreon, you do have shop discounts as well. And there's that entry burn now beginning on the first stage as it comes back through the atmosphere, basically using those engines to create a force shield to protect the engines and the booster as it hits the atmosphere.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
And lens shutdown. Looks like a good, clean entry burn.
Stage 1 and Stage 2 at TSF stage.
And there's the flight termination systems have been saved on both vehicles. About 90 seconds away from landing on a short fall of gravitas. The fairings that you saw separate, those will take about 40 minutes, 45 minutes or so to descend back through the atmosphere, where they will be attempted to be scooped out of the ocean. First stage now descending through 10 kilometers in altitude, still traveling over 1,700 kilometers per hour. The landing burn expected to start up here in about 30 seconds from now, giving it a soft landing on a shortfall of gravitas. This was SpaceX's 60th launch of this year, beating their targeted historic record from last year. 20 seconds till landing on a shortfall of gravitas. Stand by for landing burn.
Stage 2 for terminal guidance.
Stage 1 landing burn. Stage 1 landing light deployed. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And not dead in the middle, but we have had touchdown of Falcon 9 Booster 1077, having completed its 7th mission, deploying 22 more Starlings and that second stage. Waiting for that confirmation of SECO. And they are ending even faster, these streams now. We'll switch over here to the live telemetry feed. 8 minutes, 50 seconds into flight. We had confirmation of SECO, those 22 Starlink satellites now waiting for deployment. Deployment expected to occur 1 hour, 5 minutes, 13 seconds into flight, so over 50 minutes from now. Given the time, we're going to give you back the gift of time and confirm payload deployment via our social media channels, so you can make sure you're following us over on X as well as on Facebook, or to stay up to date on everything, make sure you're joining us on Discord. That's where our TLP updates and alerts go out, as well as you can hang out with our space community. That's going to do it for us here tonight from the TLP Canada studio. My name's Zach. I'm going to see you next time, because space is better together. Good night.